One of the aspects I have particularly enjoyed is definitely working with and listening to the experiences of service users and carers. I think learning from them, which is first-hand experience, is invaluable, and it really makes you learn about what you should do as a social worker and what you shouldn't do as a social worker. Aspects that I have found challenging is sometimes especially in the second year of the course, it does get really intense. So sometimes keeping up with the workload and juggling with academic work can be quite challenging at times.
I think the step up of work from sixth form to university was quite large, but then again, when I struggled, I could just go to centres and get help with my spellings and grammar, or just talk to my tutors. That was really helpful as well. And something I've really enjoyed this year is doing placement for 70 days. It's been absolutely amazing.
Aspects that I've enjoyed are meeting like-minded people and developing a new sort of community of friends that you can refer to. The challenge has been, for me personally, balancing personal life with my studying, which is still a challenge, but it's an ongoing developing thing for me.
What I found challenging for me was moving away from home, my family, because I've come straight from living with them and being at home. So it was just getting used to being more independent and doing things for myself. But since being here, I think I've really developed in that way.
For me, it was a couple of things, because I commute every day, so I find that sometimes commuting does take its toll, and also being able to accept criticism on feedback from assignments. I found that personally really hard.
The aspects of the course I found particularly challenging are the placement, because that is when theory comes into practice, and you have to try to balance theory and practice. I thought that was the interesting part and the challenging part as well of the program.
Well, what I've really enjoyed about the course so far has been the work with service users. You need to be able to work with them, not for them, with them. And that's there's a big difference between working with somebody and working for somebody. You need to be able to understand what they're going through and have some empathy for their experiences. They're the experts in their lives. You're not. You're the person on the sidelines. When you close your car door and leave their house, they're the ones who have to carry on living it. So listen to what they've got to say. Placement is a challenge. Accept it as a challenge, accept it head on, because that challenge is going to open up a whole range of emotions that you've never experienced before. Some of them will be scary, so use your supervision in your placement. That's what it's there for, and that will answer any questions or worries or concerns that you have.
I've enjoyed the group work, especially because you get to know your peers better. The difficulties I found are with theories, because obviously I didn't think I was that academic. But going out on practice, because it's my second year, the theories are starting to make sense to me now.
In terms of challenges, I found it quite difficult to kind of consider everything that everyone has got to go through in their lives, and I think that's where social work comes in. A lot of the time social work comes in when people are at crisis point, and I think learning about that, but also ways that we can challenge that and support these people has been really, really helpful.